Most beginner birders go to a hotspot and hope something good shows up. If you want to bird efficiently, you need to know what you're likely to see before you arrive. This page tells you exactly that. And almost nobody uses it properly. I'm Rick. I'm a professional birding guide. And before I step into any hotspot, I already know which species I expect to find. That expectation comes directly from eBird's illustrated checklist. The illustrated checklist shows every species reported at a region or a hotspot. But the important part isn't the list, it's the frequency. Little quiz. What county in the US has more bird species seen than any other county? Which one is it, do you know? It's San Diego. Let's look at that county as an example. Log into eBird, go to Explore, and type in San Diego. And after this video, we're all gonna wanna move to San Diego, I guarantee it. If I look at the San Diego County, it has 552 species seen all time. Mind blown. My county back home has 300 birds. I wish I had 550. So once you get to the county page, click on Illustrated Checklist. A wealth of information. In the Illustrated Checklist, it shows all 552 species and where to find them, what time of year to find them, and what they look like. It's like if you could print a field guide for every hotspot or every county, every state, every country. It's incredible. For San Diego, 552 species here, 519 of them have photos, and this is all years, all time. If I lived in San Diego, I would live on this page. And let me show you how it works. This shows the year. January, February, March, April, May, and so on. The little red line shows where we are right now. So when you pull up your county and you go to your illustrated checklist, whatever day of the year it is, that's where the line will be. So for me, end of February, beginning of March, here where we are, it shows every species, how likely are we gonna see it today in our county. Well, let me look at, say, the brant. For those that don't know, it's a goose. It's not a Canada goose, but it's similar. And when I look at this frequency chart, I can tell you that the brant is seen in this county on this day on 6.6% of the checklists. So if there's 100 birders out, 6 of them today are gonna see this bird. But what about in August? Well, 0.2%. That means maybe once or twice ever in San Diego has a brant been seen in the summertime. So this tells me right away, this is a winter bird and it's about to migrate away. So if I'm looking for a brant, now's the time to look at it. Or back in January when it was on 6 to 7%. So we're near the height of the brant season. If I scroll down, this is a good example of what bird photos are chosen to be on the illustrated checklist, because these are supposed to be the best photos of the birds taken in this county. I have a lot of friends that try really hard to get all their photos on the illustrated checklist. But this picture of a wood duck looks nothing like a wood duck. But 48 people have called this a 5-star wood duck photo. But I know there's some pigmentation problems, so it's kind of an odd duck, so to speak. But that's why it's chosen to be on the illustrated checklist. If I had a better photo of a wood duck, it would need 49 5-star ratings, and it would then replace this photo. So these photos aren't always the most diagnostically bird photos, but they're usually the most interesting. They get the most votes. Let me look for another example. Oh, look at this picture of the mountain quail. Aw, that's cute. And look at this mourning dove. So it's not the perfect photo of a mourning dove, but it's got the most votes. It's the most interesting. And I like the way it says, be part of the solution, not pollution. If I'm planning a birding trip to San Diego, The illustrated checklist helps me decide what species to go for. What species I'm most likely to encounter, those are the ones that have the highest frequency in the county at my time of visit. And which ones are about to leave. I can see the tundra swan there. Ooh, if I want to see it, I better see it now because it's gone. And the width of the bar chart represents the frequency. The wider the bar, the more likely it's going to be seen on our checklist. The biggest mistake I see on beginner birders is going through the illustrated checklist and getting excited about the rare birds. I fall into that trap too. So if I were to see the groove-billed Ani, I'd love to see this rare bird. But the last time it was seen was over 2 years ago and in the end of November. So the likelihood of me seeing this right now in March, not very good. If you want consistent success, you start with the high probability species. If you want to get one of your pictures on the illustrated checklist, you kind of have two options. One, upload a photo that you think is better than the one that's already there, and then you have to get more likes on it than the other photo. Or maybe you have a photo of a bird that hasn't been uploaded yet. For instance, on San Diego, of the 552 species seen, there's 33 that need a photo. So if I click on that, it tells me exactly which birds are missing photos. The king eider, the Barrow's goldeneye, the nighthawk, and you see some of these birds, the last time it was seen was almost 40 years ago. But maybe you were that birder that saw the Barrow's goldeneye in 1979 and you have the photo somewhere locked away in your Polaroid collection. Or maybe you've seen a rare bird and it hasn't been reported to eBird. This is the time to do it. Those are the two ways to get your photo on the illustrated checklist. So now I'm going to take the data from the illustrated checklist and put it to the test in the real world. Let's see if the data holds up. Spoiler alert, I'm not in San Diego. We're at Prince Edward Point Bird Observatory in my county. It's the #1 hotspot. This morning I looked at the illustrated checklist, so I know these are the birds we're gonna see. Common goldeneye, bufflehead, both types of mergansers, long-tailed duck, and if we're lucky, white-winged scoter. The bar charts tell us in mid-March, these are the species we're gonna see. The highest likelihood of seeing these birds today, right here. Let's see if eBird is right. Starting my checklist. Let's go. Just hobbling. Oh, first bird's a ducky, mallard. Oh, you think maybe the limp's gone away? It was just frostbite toes. Then we got a Canada goose. I found the mallard's partner. She's hiding there by the beach. How can you swim in this water so cold? Red-winged blackbird. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Long-tailed duck. I knew it. A bufflehead. Lots of bufflehead. Goldeneye. Male and female. I got the long-tailed ducks here. The bufflehead, the goldeneye, and the white-winged scoter. All the ones that the illustrated checklist said should be here, they're here. And it's cold. Red-breasted merganser. Well, I'm heading home. I saw all the targets. Thank you, eBird. Your illustrated checklist makes it easy to predict what birds are going to be there. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button. Go out and try this. Comment below with what birds you found using these techniques. Next in my eBird Masterclass is how to pick the right hotspot, because that one decision could mean seeing 3 birds or 30 birds. Happy birding.